now?
Carl's.
Oh, yeah. I thought you wanted to share mine.
But we could share it. We gotta go to.
Gotta go to my page.
Are you live yet on there?
On my feed here.
Stay on the pictures. You're not going to like it.
All right, right here. Share. Share now.
No, we don't want it Carl's. We want it on. He wants it on.
Raffurty.
Yeah. We gotta go. I don't know how you do it. Go to Raffurty.
Raffurty's page, right?
Yeah.
Group page.
I'm going to sign into Raffurty.
Group.
He's here on the log at Raffurty's. I'll have Heather share it.
Oh, yeah. She could just go to my page and share it.
I do not have Raffurty.
He has the East End.
Tyler Taylor.
The hand they were dealt.
Maybe if I type in Raffurty's. Raffurty's Taylor?
Franchise history.
No, he's not logged in.
All right.
Heather, just do it on yours.
All right.
When Heather gets it, she gets it.
We're live.
All right.
Let's get rocking and rolling.
We're live here, too.
Week 1.
Week 1. All right, guys. Welcome to a very, very informal sportscasting Week 1 NFL edition. We're live on my Facebook here. We're live on Taylor's Facebook.
And maybe on Raffurty's.
Maybe on Raffurty's eventually, and Heather gets the message. But it's Week 1. We got to give a shout out to our other colleagues doing big things that aren't here with us today. Evan just had a baby. They've been working on the Believe, Play the Bay podcast, in the Underdog Sports Underdog Fantasy
Right.
Underdog Fantasy podcast. Sorry, guys.
Fantasy
Kaylee
report.
got a great job with NASCAR.
Good job, Kaylee.
But me and Taylor are still holding it down here at Raffurty's for everybody. And
Yep.
Steve, our one true fan Steve, has been with us for the last 4 years.
We got beers and girls football all day today.
So
What do you want to start off with first? You want to start off with the Italian Grand Prix?
I thought about that. Maybe the 2020 Tokyo Paralympics. We
Oh,
watched that last night.
okay, yeah, okay.
So I would like to start off with Thursday Night Football.
Ooh,
Was
there a game?
There was a great game Thursday night. I believe, what's the jersey? The Dallas Cowgirls.
Wow.
No, I'm not gonna talk about
That's
that. The
good.
Cowboys played a great game, a much better game than I thought they were going to play against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the defending Super Bowl champions. Tampa Bay Super Bowl Buccaneers.
Yep.
So,
We hung in there.
I mean, if anyone doesn't know, Taylor is the biggest Cowboys fan, and Taylor is also the biggest internet troll. So he likes to talk crap a lot.
I do.
So I just want to thank
Factual.
everybody out there who
Witty banter.
Yeah, who gave witty banter back to Taylor after that game. So what
I
are
got
your thoughts on
lots.
that game?
Well, yeah, we missed 3 kicks, and there was a horrible offensive PI at the end of the game, so we should have actually won easily by 6, which will happen next time. So I believe that Bucs defense, I showed how overrated, and it's going to be the worst fantasy pickup this year, next to Kyler Murray. And other than that, I think we're in good shape with the best part about today is that the Giants, Eagles, and the Washington team are all going to lose today, so we'll all be at 0-1 at end of day.
So,
Right, Tony?
So do you think that the Cowboys are that much better than people think, or the Bucs are that much?
I think it's both. I think the Cowboys are gonna roll to a 10-7, 11-6 record, and the Bucs are gonna be around the same. So I feel like they're gonna be
Now,
pretty
putting your
similar.
serious Homer fans aside,
Yep.
fandom aside, are the Cowboys a legitimate contender for the NFC? I mean,
I think it's going to be tough. I think they'll be there at the end. I think they'll, injuries have already hitting us. Gallup's already out for 5 weeks. Lale Collins can't stop smoking the ganj, so he's out for 5. So I think it's going to come down to us, Green Bay, San Fran, and the Bucs.
Favorite?
And the Bucs. I honestly think that San Francisco's my strongest team in the NFC.
So the
to be honest
Bucs were a little exposed.
Yes.
In that game. Okay.
And I think the only reason, once again, I think they're back to what I thought about last year in their playoff run. I think they just got lucky with the luck of the draw, the way they were the healthiest team to ever win a Super Bowl, where every other team was decimated by injuries, and every other team didn't have an offensive line. So that's why their defense was so overpowering in that NFC Championship and that Super Bowl. And I feel like
It was a weird year, too. It was a COVID year, the lack of preseason, so no fans for some of the times. And so it was a weird year. It was a great game, though. What a great way to kick off Week 1.
there's Sepper, who I'm dominating this week in fantasy. What's up, Sepp?
So we are live at Rafferty's. As you can see, we have our Ohio State flag. We'll talk
Oh,
about that.
Ohio State, what happened?
It was a tough day yesterday, but this is an NFL show.
Oh,
so let's talk
NFL
about,
show.
yeah.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
So let's talk about the
Ohio
NFL. I
State.
never bring up Ohio State during our NFL show ever, so I can't believe you would do that.
You did.
So, all right, now let's get into it. We are week 1. Come on down, guys. Carl's setting up the TVs. There's 27 TVs, or probably more than that. Beautiful girls, and
Yeah, we got 47 minutes till kickoff. Let's roll through these games. How about we start doing that? Which game?
Seahawks are going to the East Coast, I guess. They're traveling east, which we all know. Seahawks early game east as well to play the Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts with your favorite quarterback, Carson Wentzel.
Wenzel's, well, he used to be Wentzylvania when he got drafted, and then I changed it to Wentzel suck a lot. That became true because he's been horrible, and now he thinks he's going to be better. He's pretty much been on the low because he got COVID, but Quentin Nelson's coming back today. They don't have T.Y. They got Jonathan Taylor. They did pick up some. They tried to plug some gaps because they lost Justin Houston and 15.5 sacks on that defense. So it's going to be tough today against Seahawks. Russell Wilson is 15-2 playing in the Eastern time zone, so that's another thing that goes with Russell Wilson. They got a more balanced attack with Chris Carson being healthy and DK and
He's
Lockett.
15-2, and I thought they sucked when they came over.
No, it's
But
not
they're
them.
3-8. They're 3-8 on road openers.
Well, there you go.
Under Pete Carroll. So
I'm going with the Seahawks today.
the Seahawks. My next question, because the Colts were kind of on the up and coming. Now they do have Carson Wentz, so.
And Darius Leonard got paid.
Hey, now the Seahawks, are they going to be a contender this year? Russell Wilson was playing out of his mind for the first couple weeks last year. He's always running for his life. Chris Carson, he can stay healthy. Tyler Lockett. Are the Seahawks going to actually? Where do you see them finishing?
I think they're going to find a finish right behind the Niners. I think the Niners are. Oh, look who's here! Bulls is here. Saquon. He's playing today.
Yes, he is.
Wow. Wow. No, we're not on them yet.
No, we'll let you know.
But yeah, I'm big on the Seahawks today. Not big on until. The biggest downfall for the Colts is their quarterback position, and because Wentz, I don't have any faith in. I'm going to go with the Seahawks today.
I think I'm going to take the Seahawks too. As soon as Carson Wentz is named quarterback of any team, I just really lose faith. They do have great receivers there, even though T.Y. is out. You do have Michael Pittman and you have Paris Campbell, who has been injury-riddled for his whole career.
Yes.
He's a speedster, though. That guy's so fast. If he could be healthy. Jonathan Taylor, that's why Jonathan Taylor, I think, is going to have a great fantasy year because Carson Wentz is going to have to hand it off to Jonathan Taylor a lot because I don't really know other game than him. But I'm definitely going to go with the Seahawks here at the Colts. All right. Everybody's favorite game this week.
What? Jags, Texans. Wow,
yeah.
barn
The
burner.
Tyrod Taylor led Texans. First question: will Deshaun Watson take a snap for the Texans this year?
No. Deshaun Watson will never take a snap.
The Texans ever?
Probably for any team ever again. With the way
Really?
they no. He's got a lot coming down the pipe. For them to just ask for like 10 first-round picks or whatever it is for him is just ridiculous. I would want to just at least get any kind of compensation for him. Moving
this
forward.
guy was a top 5 quarterback, 10 quarterback last year, a fantasy quarterback.
But his legal he's going to get a suspension from the league. He's going to probably go to jail. So
So you don't think Nick Casario should be trying to get some?
Yeah, he should.
Yeah,
But they're not.
All right.
They're not going to get 2
Let's
first
get to the
rounders.
game. So we have Tyrod Taylor against Trevor Lawrence today. It is in Houston because there's another game that's going to talk about. But the Texans have a chance in this.
No. I picked Jags minus 2.5 today, which is one of my favorite bets of the day, just because Trevor Lawrence during the preseason showed why he should have been the number 1 pick. He was just flawless. Everyone was talking about, he's looking kind of rough. No, he makes difficult plays look easy because of his talent. And today he's just that Texans everywhere are just have gaps.
I'm more excited to see Urban Meyer in his NFL coaching debut. As I know, I'm an Urban Meyer fan from Ohio State, which I never talk about on an NFL show. He doesn't like to show his playbook. So preseason, he wasn't going to show you what Trevor Lawrence was going to do. Yeah, so it's going to be really interesting to see what he can do with Trevor Lawrence. Robinson's back there. They have a Kroger skipping coach. Chenault had a great preseason. So I'm taking the Jags in this game as well. Oh, we have
Eagles, Falcons, Battle of the
Falcons.
Battle of the Birds we got.
So, as we know, Julio Jones is not on the Falcons anymore, so they have Calvin Ridley, followed by a whole bunch of other guys.
Calvin Ridley led the league in air yards last year, 2,042. Also considered one of the best route runners in the league. No Julio Jones, so he's looking to obviously pick up the pack there. He's going against Jalen. I'm going to give Philadelphia a lot of hurts this year. I'm a 52% passer, just not a great quarterback. I don't know why he's
Nice
top
guy,
10.
super nice guy.
Great, yeah, super nice.
Super nice guy.
Nice doesn't win you football games, though, unfortunately.
He's a little short. When I did meet him in person, I was surprised he wasn't that much taller than me. I'm guessing that I would not be a good NFL quarterback, so I'm assuming the height thing really does matter. Hence your Kyler Murray comments.
Yep.
But what about? I want to talk about Kyle Pitts, this Florida tight end here. Everyone's making such a big deal about him.
I've never seen a rookie tight end do well, and so I don't see him doing well. I just don't. He's not a great blocker, and during the preseason he kind of got manhandled in that aspect. So him just lining up and being a receiver, maybe trying to get the ball in his hands, but I just don't see him making a big impact this year, this game.
Who do you see making an impact in this game? Because it's kind
I
of
think it's going to be.
ball. It's a little other than Ridley.
I think Ridley and Mike Davis are gonna do the thing. The Eagles were one of the worst teams on deep passes last year. They only had 2% interception rate on 40-yard passes. That also a betting nugget for the Eagles. The Eagles were 1-7 on the road last year, batting wise.
There is an Eagle fan in the house.
Tony DeMarco, former Raffurty's champion, new season though.
Yeah.
So his championship is no longer. But so I'm going.
I'm still defending until someone wins.
Okay, fair enough. But I'm going Falcons today.
Falcons today over the Eagles. Yeah, I think the Falcons. I'm just going to go with Matt Ryan, the experience there. It's in Atlanta. Again, I think these are both going to be middle-of-the-road teams, maybe finishing the bottom of the divisions, or contending for the bottom of the division thing. So not a real exciting game here. This one's pretty exciting. I mean, you have
Yes.
Alan Romeo here. Alan Romeo.
Whoa, we're talking Washington. We're talking Chargers here. Washington and the Chargers.
I'm
Big
more
game.
interested in Justin Herbert. Is he
are?
Is he going to repeat? Oh, yeah. Is he going to repeat on last year's success?
I think so. I mean, they beefed up their offensive line. He was running for his life a little bit last year. People actually have him as one of the front runners for the MVP. One of your favorite people, why people like Washington, why that betting line went from -1 for the Chargers to now -1 for Washington, is your boy Chase Young. Everyone likes that front. And I think Chase Young is actually the most overrated player in the league. To be honest with you, he had 7.5 sacks last year, but in 9 games last year, he did absolutely nothing. He didn't show up. He wasn't on the stat sheet for 9 games last year, and I just feel like this is going to be another game where he's not going to do anything, and the Chargers are going to get that
We
victory.
talked about this last night. We have my Joey Bosa up against, the Chase Young, the two
Right.
really good defensive guys from Ohio State. So this Chargers, you have Austin Eckler back there. You have a great receiving core over there.
Well, now you got Derwin James back,
You have
too.
Derwin James back,
You got
exactly.
Keenan Allen.
But I am excited to see what Ryan Fitzpatrick can do. Everybody's really, really high. Terry McLaurin, we know, is the speedster. If he gets the ball, he's gone. Everyone's really high in Antonio Gibson. I'm not sure what do you see coming from Gibson this year?
I think Antonio Gibson is also pretty overrated. I don't know why he was going first round in most drafts. He only had 700 yards rushing last year, which in my book is not very good. McKissick could be a better pickup than Antonio Gibson, because I just think Washington is not good. So 700 yards rushing doesn't equate to a first round draft pick in fantasy in my book.
We're
But
having some technical difficulties getting this up on the Rafferty's page.
go figure.
Heather says hi, everybody.
But I'm going Chargers today. I'm going big day from Justin Herbert and lighten up that overrated Washington defense.
Do you think Washington will repeat in the playoffs? Will make the playoffs again?
No, Washington's going to finish second to the Cowboys in the division.
And not make a lot of prospects.
And then the Eagles and Giants are going to be fighting for last place.
All right. Here's a good game today. I'm really excited about.
Which game?
It's an AFC powerhouse here.
Ooh, wow.
We
Big
have
game.
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Bills.
Wow, we just went down the road here.
I know, everyone. Hitting up everyone here at the bar.
So, so we have Josh Allen, the up-and-coming Josh Allen, and Ben Roethlisberger, which I've been hearing that people think kind of looks like Ben Roethlisberger, kind of.
Kind of hefty?
The same kind of style. It's kind of style. He's going to run the ball in.
Okay.
Big arm, but he's going to big guy.
There's definitely a lot of things to look at in this game. Ben was the least sacked quarterback in the league last year. He only got sacked 14 times last year. But last year when they played each other, also they ran the ball for 48 yards at 2.7 yards a clip against the Bills.
And also, this is a new look Steelers. Pouncey's gone. Pouncey's been on the team forever. They're starting 2 rookies on that offensive line, plus a rookie in Najee Harris in the backfield.
Well, that's why they're hoping to improve, obviously, in that 2.7 yards with Najee. Najee looked great in the preseason. But the Bills, I feel like, are just trying to take that next step and really to fight with the Chiefs and potentially Browns for that AFC title. So I'm gonna go Bills today.
Yeah, I think the Bills have a lot to prove.
I think this is gonna be the first time in a long time that the Steelers finish under 500, and under Mike Tomlin, I think this is the first ever. So we're going Bills today. Bills.
Bills today, yeah. I think that Ben Roethlisberger is definitely washed up. I think that they need to bring a new quarterback in there because they have so much talent at that wide receiver position. They have three of the best wide receivers are there: Claypool, Schuster, and Johnson. If Johnson can hold on to the ball, he seems to be dropped on a lot. But yeah, they're probably going to draft a quarterback. They did draft Mason Rudolph 2 years ago. We saw how that went. So I see them taking a quarterback next year. Big Ben's probably on his way out. Bills have a lot more to go with.
We're picking the Bills.
We're taking the Bills. Circle the wagons.
Circle the wagons. Bills Mafia. Break some tables.
All right. How many touchdowns Josh Allen rushing for today?
Josh Allen rushing?
Yeah.
I'll give him one. How
today.
Many
Stephon Diggs touchdowns do we get today?
We're getting one.
And, of course, they have no running game in Buffalo. That's the
No,
one thing
Zach
they need
Moss
to-
is out today.
Zach Moss is out, and that's the one thing they need to...
Devin
even-
Singletary, FAU zone.
Even when they were both healthy last year, though, they really didn't make much of
No.
an impact. So that's the one
You're a
weakness
sleeper.
I'd say. Oh, but Josh Allen is a running game. My sleeper, yeah.
You're a sleeper, fantasy sleeper.
That was last year.
Never
It's a new-
live it down.
It's a new year. I made the playoffs. Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Fourth place.
Okay. All right. So 49ers Lions.
Oh, 49ers Liners. This is my lock of the day. It's a huge spread. Huge spread. My lock of the week was actually Cowboys plus 7.5. Everyone was picking the Cowboys to get blown out by 10 points. Obviously, the Cowboys basically won that game. So that was my lock of the week. But the lock of the day is this game. It's my Survivor League pick. It is the San Francisco minus 8.5. I got it at 7.5. But even if you get it at 8.5, I see the 49ers winning. They're getting their whole defense back. You're getting Jimmy G back. You're getting Kittle back. You're getting Mostert. Mostert's going to have a huge day, I feel
My
like.
sleeper this year, Trey Sermon.
Trey Sermon is your sleeper?
Yeah, he's gonna be the real deal.
I feel they're going to win double digits. Jared Goff is not the answer. I don't even know any skill position people that they have. DeAndre
Yes,
Swift,
yes.
there's a thing that came up about him killing people
Yeah,
back in
Marvin
college.
Jones is now in Jacksonville, right?
Correct.
And Galladay is now
In New York.
Oh yeah. So who are their receivers? T.J. Hawkinson.
Yes, he's a tight end.
Yeah, well, he's a receiver.
Yeah. Can
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
name a Detroit receiver?
I will buy a shot if anyone can name one receiver. For anyone name a receiver on the So I don't have to buy any shots.
Yeah, no one else knows a receiver, so we're not on
okay.
it.
So yeah, that's
Let's keep it moving. That's what we said.
Jared Goff to Jared Goff all day.
There you go.
Oh, it's Tyrell Williams, is he? Did you just look that up?
Someone just picked him up in our league.
Yeah, the old Raiders guy. Yes.
Yes.
So this is my St. Brown was like a deep sleeper.
Oh yeah, Quinius St. Brown from the Packers.
This is my suicide, or I should say suicide, survivor pool pick.
Which one?
The Vikings at the Bengals.
I thought you picked the Packers.
Well, I'm in two different pools,
Oh,
okay?
my
And
bad.
my survivor pool tip, don't pick if you're in 2-1, don't pick the same team. You're out of both. You're out of both. So.
I did.
Well, you're an idiot.
But
that's
Vikings
it.
Bengals. This could be an
Vikings-Bengals.
intriguing game. I'm pretty excited for it because I love to see Joe Burrow come back. They didn't really address his offensive line woes, which is kind of scary.
Well, we were talking about this last night. What I say, Joe Burrow is probably going to have a career. I don't want to shoot at anyone, but they did not take care of the offensive line. He almost destroyed his career last year with that injury. I think he's going to get hurt very early in the season.
Jamar Chase said he can't see the ball because it doesn't have the white lines like in college football. That's a little bit more of the gun. They need to test him for guns.
Maybe Jameis could give him a call.
Yeah,
Be
right.
like, hey, get that LASIK, man. That's what I did.
But Dalvin Cook, I feel like, is going to have a huge day. Justin Jefferson, huge day. T. Higgins, I think, is going to be have a huge year.
I was
feel
high
like.
on him last year. You know, he got off to a slow start, started to come into his own. It's just really going to depend on the health of Joe Burrow. This whole team depends on the health of Joe Burrow.
One of my other good bets of the day is the over in this game. It was 47 last time I looked. So if you're looking at another good bet,
We should do a betting show like on Friday.
yeah, we should do one.
You should
But this
see
is
it.
another one. We need a fantasy show, betting show. We need it all.
You should see our parlays for this weekend, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I got a great 5-teamer.
I'm doing a 8-team first half parlay.
Oh, yeah, she's got 18
I don't
first
know,
half?
I have no
thought it was
idea.
16 or
I
something.
have no idea.
She's
But
betting
it's like-
all first halves today.
And it's about $16,000
$16,000.
so everyone will get a shot.
What's next? We got the revenge game. We got Jets-Panthers. Jets-Panthers, Sam Darnold versus replacement.
I'm taking the New York Jets all day this one. I like Zach Wilson. I
Me
like
too.
Michael Carter.
Another bet I
like
picked
Corey
today was
Davis.
Jets +5. I'm
think-
feeling good about it. I like Michael Carter as well.
I think the Jets are going to be like the Dolphins, where the Dolphins were in the gutter for so long, and they're finally going to come up to where they might even contend for a wild card spot in the playoffs. I think that this team. I love Salah, their new coach. How do you say it?
Oh, yeah.
Robert Saleh.
Robert Saleh.
Yeah, I think
from
he's
the
been great.
49ers.
I think that the Jets are really making the right moves. Getting rid of Sam Darnold, I think, was the best move. And getting him to the Carolina Panthers.
And Zach Wilson looks great.
Yeah.
He's got a gun.
The Jets look
And he
like
makes
they're
things
gonna
look pretty effortless.
So the Panthers, so Christian
got McCaffrey back?
Yeah, they have McCaffrey. Anything else you have to say about the Panthers?
Robbie Anderson, I think, is a little overrated. DJ Moore is pretty good.
Is Sam Darnold ever going to be good?
No. He's going to flame out pretty fast.
We're also going to do a yes and no show on Tuesdays. We're
Yeah,
going to
no.
ask questions and he tells me yes or no.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going
no.
to take the Jets. I think the Jets are really going to
Taking Jets as well.
Jets too. Okay, your favorite guy here, Kyler Murray.
Against the Titans, I'm taking Titans minus 2.5 today, all day, every day. They're going to light up
All right, my
that
conversation, I want to
J.J. Watt, Arizona Cardinals.
I picked Kyler Murray in my first fantasy draft. Very excited about getting him, and like a little bit later on. You hate him.
I hate him.
Why?
He's 5'5" and a buck 90, and he's going to career end it
He's
about
got
week 3.
Receivers everywhere. You can just like throw the ball anywhere.
That's
And he can be a fast receiver.
He got lucky last year. Hey, Maya, go poisonous nuts. And we're gonna. I just feel like Kyler Murray's overrated. He's inaccurate. People love him in fantasy just because he can run around. Well, last year when he couldn't run around, he's a little bit banged up. He was horrible. So I feel like he's not going to have a great year. He's going to get knocked out week 3, week 4, and then we don't have to talk about him again.
Now we're talking about the Titans.
Oh,
So
look.
Titans. Why are we not talking about them? We talk about the Chiefs, we talk about the Browns, we talk about the Bills. Why are we not talking about Titans?
Well,
in the AFC?
they had last year. The problem with the Titans was that they had the most horrific third down defense, I think, in NFL history. It was the worst NFL third down defense in NFL history. They did address it. They did pick up some linebackers and such to help them out in those regards. So hopefully, I see them as contending in the AFC as well.
Yeah. Derrick Henry, Brian Tannehill, you think is
He's
fantastic? Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Julio Jones now you got back there.
Right.
It's going to be an interesting year for the Titans. I'm going to.
No John-U. Ask Carl. I don't know where the game is.
Yeah. I don't know.
Another Eagles fans walking in. Too many Eagles fans.
Hey, everyone's excited. It's week 1, and the slate's clean.
It is.
Everybody is 0-0 right now. So even the crummy teams, their fans come
We're
out and
0-1.
get excited. Oh well, yeah, 0. So it's week 1. So.
What else we got?
Oh, we have the game of the day.
Browns,
The
Chiefs.
game of the
It
day.
is probably the game of the day.
How do the football gods bless us with week 1? The only thing better than this would be if it was in Cleveland.
Well,
It
not
is
only
bad.
is this the game of the day, this is our bet of the day. Is that
This
correct?
is our bet of the day, which I guess we're going to be doing every Sunday.
Yes.
And we're going to start off easy this week. Taylor's going to have to wear this Baker Mayfield jersey. You have to wear this exact one.
All right, I will wear that, and I will do the Brownies chant, and she has to wear Travis Kelce jersey and do the tomahawk chop if the Browns lose.
It's actually pronounced Travis Kelce. The E is
It is
silent.
Kelce.
Yes.
So it's hard really to go against Patty Mahomes. He's 10-0 all time in September. 32 touchdowns, 0 picks all time in September.
He has never faced the Cleveland Browns.
And the Browns have lost 16 straight openers. 16 straight.
So I retweeted this
That's not a good
I
start.
retweeted this article on Cleveland.com last night from Mary Kay Cabot, longtime Cleveland Browns reporter, about they should have let Kareem Hunt go in that playoff game. He was so ready and he had played so well in the playoffs. Stefanski, let Kareem Hunt go today. Let him play. Let him show.
Let me, like Zach.
Yeah,
Zeke.
Zeke.
Zach.
Yeah, let him show this team what they gave up and that we got him and he's patient and he has changed his life around. Of course I'm keeping the Browns all day.
I don't know. I saw that video. That Kareem Hunt video. Did you see that?
We're not talking about that.
Oh,
We're not
it was bad. Google it.
So anyways, we are going to win today. The Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes is going to meet my friend Myles Garrett, who is so ready to go. We want revenge on that playoff game, and we are going to start the season 1-0 and set the tone for the rest of the year. It's going to be such a good game. I'm so excited. Odell Beckham's back. Not that it even matters because we played great without him. We had that double-headed Nick Chubb. Oh, I'm so excited to see you in this tiny little jersey next week. It's going to be a midriff.
You're going to do the racist tomahawk jam, so you'll be doing that instead. What else we got?
Oh, we have Sarah's New England Patriots.
We doing scratchies? Do you get any scratchies?
Dolphins, Patriots. Don't the Dolphins always beat the Patriots in New England?
No, they always lose.
No, the Patriots always lose in Miami. That's
Correct.
what it is. Okay, that's it.
They're 1 in whatever it is. I saw the stat last night. They're horrible in New England. I feel like Belichick is going to game plan his butt off against Tua, and Tua I think is way overrated.
How about the
Look
strike?
who it is, Heather Hawley.
Tell me-
Sarasota's best photographer. Walking through the door, look her up, Heather Hawley.
Tell us about this running back on the Patriots that you really like.
Oh, Ramondre Stevenson. He is my sleeper of the year. So you talked about Zach Moss last year. You talked about Trey Sermon being your sleeper. Ramondre Stevenson, my sleeper.
Steal someone's
Oh, whoa, I stole him in fantasy, I guess. I love some
He stole him from
Ramondre.
me, though, as well.
Mikey P in the house.
So, yeah,
Mikey
everybody
P, we found out we were long-lost high school friends that we didn't know about. We're best friends all of a sudden.
Okay.
Kindred spirits.
Rafferty's dog. Rafferty's is dog friendly too. Bring your dog.
Bring your dogs. Love
Yeah,
dogs.
if they got a dog here.
But I'm going. I feel like the Patriots are going to smoke. I love what Flores is doing down there in Miami. I don't like Tua. Love their defense, but it's going to be Pats by a big margin. I feel like.
You know, a lot of people are hiring Miles Gaskins and Mike Gesicki last year, and then going into this year, I think they're both going to have years where they're not as good or not as high. I like Tua as my
I like
backup.
Gesicki.
You know, yeah, but he's going to be okay. But I think he's not going to be this tight end everyone's talking about. Yeah, I think Bill Belichick is something to prove. Getting rid of Cam Newton was huge. He is just. You know, he's just too big of a personality for a team that wants to do things that the Patriots want to do. Everyone does their job kind of thing. Belichick's too proud. He really likes Mac Jones. So I'm taking the Patriots in this one.
Who else we got? Broncos, Giants.
You just wanna move right along, don't
Oh
you?
yeah, I want to move right along to this Broncos Giants game. I have the
Saquon
Broncos
Barkley.
in pretty much every fantasy league as a defense. They're supposed to be one of the best. I don't know. I like the fact that Teddy Bridgewater is their quarterback. Drew Lock was dead last in QBR last year.
I love Teddy Bridgewater. Love me some Teddy Bridgewater. The guy is just always consistent. He's a game manager. Could you say anything else about that guy? What is Daniel Jones going to do this year? Is he going to...
Danny Dimes is going to be Danny Pesos once again. It's going to be his last year in the league. They're going to be shopping for it. They're going to have a high draft pick, though, so they're going to be shopping for a new draft pick or a new quarterback next year. So it's going to be a lot of Javonte Williams today, a lot of Jerry Jeudy, and they're going to be lighting up.
Is Saquon going to finish the year uninjured?
He's gonna miss some games this year. I feel like he's not gonna have a season ender, but I feel like he's gonna have some gaps within the 17-game
was
season.
hesitant to draft him just because when a guy's an injury like that, even McCaffrey.
Aaron Gentle's watching. Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
Tony's own.
All right, so you're taking the Broncos this one. The Giants, Giants finishing last in the NFC East.
Giants will finish dead last in the NFC
And
East.
so the Broncos are coming up, but they're not a playoff team, are they?
Dead last in the NFC East.
The Eagles fans like that.
You're last in the NFC East right now. What are you talking about?
That is, the Cowboys
For
are
about
last
12
in
more
the
hours.
East.
12 more hours, then we'll all be tired.
All right, well, here at Raffurty's is a Packers bar, so if you're a Packers fan and you're watching this and you don't get here, it's going to change from Packers bar to something else.
Carl said he's changing it to a different bar if we don't get some Packers fans down here today. The game's not till 4.
This is a home game for the Saints being played in Jacksonville, 85-degree heat in Florida. We know these Florida...
Cowboys still have the worst team in the NFL right now.
That's very true. The Cowboys have the worst record in the NFL. If you come here, you need to talk crap to Taylor for free. It doesn't cost anything.
for free. If you have Ronald Jones, though, you're dead last in your fantasy league. That's for
The
sure.
Saints, we have Jameis Winston.
Jameis.
We have Jameis Winston. Throwing to who? Name of receiver on the
Marquez
Saints.
Callaway. Marquez Callaway's this guy.
Well, their Troutman, their tight end, is not out today, is he? I believe he's not on the
No.
report. So this new tight end, they have Troutman. So it's going to be the Alvin Farr show all day long, basically.
Correct.
Right? And Aaron Rodgers is just going to light it up again and prove to the Packers they shouldn't have drafted another quarterback, and he's going to take them to the NFC Championship
it's
and then
gonna be
the Super Bowl.
Aaron Rodgers is just going to do whatever he wants today, I feel like. I mean, the Saints do have a good front four with Cam Jordan in them, but I just feel like it's going to be Aaron Jones, Aaron Rodgers, Devontae.
Yeah, it's just going to be the typical go out there. Packers are used to this.
It might be a little high scoring, I feel like, because the talks from Green Bay camp is that Aaron was lighting up that defense all camp, and so he wasn't too happy
I'm
with them.
excited
But
to see Jameis. Have we really seen Jameis in full form since the LASIK and being on the Saints for a year under Drew Brees?
I mean,
And-
last game he played, he threw a pick six season ender for the. I think I was with Tony at Winghouse that day. We were watching that game, and his last throw as a buck
Well,
was
I
a
mean,
pick six.
No, but for the Saints, like he sat under Drew Brees for a year. He got the LASIK. But I mean, he has no one to throw to is the problem. Like I just don't know who the Alvin Kamara is just gonna. Oh, I guess Taysom Hill. You could do little Dunkin' Dinks to Taysom Hill all day.
They could do a bunch of quarterback throwbacks, and then
Maybe it was like Jameis gets the ball.
maybe he's pretty goofy running.
Yeah.
He did get taken out by some tackling dummies in preseason. I don't know if you saw those videos, They were pretty funny.
I did pick the Packers in my other Survivor
Oh, you did?
Pool.
That's right.
Although Carl does think the Saints are going to play a really strong-hearted game for.
Yep.
Honestly, I feel like the Jets and Giants have more to play for because I think the Hurricane like demolished them worse. Like there's a lot of stuff going on in Philadelphia. And we just hope everyone's okay. New York, New Jersey.
We do.
So
T's and P's to everyone.
But that game is going to be in Jacksonville at 85-degree heat. I'm intrigued to see that. I almost thought about going, actually.
You might have more fans there than they do at Jags games.
There's a lot of empty seats already. There's a lot of tickets available. All right. Bears-Rams.
Bears-Rams.
Matthew Stafford.
It's going to be a good game as well, I feel like.
Now, the Rams are another NFC title contender, I believe. Do you think? Maybe?
I mean, they're pushing their chips all in, and
Well,
they
yeah, they're Donald,
they
so.
made that big trade for Stafford. Stafford's obviously going to do better under McVay. Anyone's better when they don't play for the Lions.
Yeah, and I mean, Jared Goff isn't even that good. We saw what McVay was able to do with him.
Yep, they lost Cam Akers right off the bat, but Darrell Henderson obviously showed last year that he's capable of picking up the slack. Going against the Bears, they're Trubisky-less this year. They're going with the red rifle, and
well, for how long?
I think Fields is going to get some play today. I think they'll give him a series or two, and then I think around week 3 or week 4, after the red rifle shows who he really is, who's just kind of a complimentary backup, I think they're going to go to him full time. But I feel
because he was your complimentary backup.
well, I think he's overrated, and I don't like Fields, but I feel like that's what's going to happen. But I feel like the Rams are going to dominate this day. I think Aaron Donald's going to dominate.
Robert Woods is going to have
a big game,
a big year. Big year. I think
Yes.
Matthew Stafford, Robert Woods.
I drafted him. I think because of you. I think you told me to draft him.
So
I don't really like him
people
particularly.
listen to me. I don't know why, but sometimes I'm right.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Like, I'm going to be right about this Rams-Bears game. This is the one I'm like...
Who are you picking?
I'm picking the Rams. Like,
I'm
I put
picking
them
the
in my 14 parlay. I put them in my 18 parlay. I took the -7.5 on the Rams. Like, Rams
Wow.
all day. The only reason I didn't pick them in my Survivor pool is I want to save them for a future week. Like, Minnesota, I'm probably never going to want to use Minnesota.
Oh, man, more Eagles fans. Man.
Well, this might be an Eagles bar by tomorrow.
Eagles bar. What is going on?
Wow, speaking of...
You guys have that little corner over there when Coella and them shows up, too. What's up? Another former Rafferty's champion, Andre, shows up.
We have the Monday Night Football game.
What's that?
The
Carls.
Oakland Raiders. Both of them. How dare me? Las Vegas, our favorite city.
Vegas Raiders.
Las Vegas Raiders playing the running back list. Baltimore Ravens. How bad of a break losing those two guys. But how great of a break picking up Tyson Williams.
Man, if only you could have picked up Tyson Williams from the Ravens, you would have been straight. Oh, she did.
I did. And wait, I did that when J.K. Dobbins went down.
Oh.
One lazy Sunday, Dobbins went down. I was like, who
Oh.
the hell is this guy?
I already drafted him. I don't know which league.
There's a lot of complaints about
our waiver wire pickups.
I still think the Ravens are going to win this game.
You do?
I
Well,
do.
I think the Raiders are one of the most mysterious teams. I haven't really heard much about them. Their defense was so young last year. It's really hard to see how they're going to do. The receivers, they really just have Henry Ruggs and they have Waller.
Yes, if you had a job in Vegas, would you do
Josh
your job good? Because I wouldn't do my job good if I had a job in Vegas. 'Cause it's Vegas.
I mean, Josh Jacobs has had a 1,000-yard rushing season every year he's been in the league, so I love him.
Darren Waller has, been great. I think he was drafted too high. I don't think he's going to have the same type of year he had. But I just think Lamar Jackson, you have him.
Wait, you're going Ravens,
I'm going Ravens. I think the Ravens are a really good team. I think they're going to contend for the AFC North.
I think I'm gonna go Raiders on this one.
Really?
I just feel like they've had too much tumultuous back and forth, too many injuries. They lost Marcus Peters too, so that's communication.
I think last year was a weird year for them. I think they were going in the right direction, trending for the last 2 years. Kind of was a weird off year. I don't know, the COVID year, whatever. You still have Hollywood Brown there. You still have Mark Andrews there. Mark Andrews kind of regressed a little bit back last year, but Lamar Jackson's going to run it in all day long. He doesn't have a running back. He doesn't care. He doesn't need one.
All right, I'm going Raiders. I just have a feeling the Raiders are going to win that one.
All right. Well, I did get Carl a touchdown chain, so hopefully he'll be wearing that today.
Yeah. Where is that?
We got a touchdown chain. All right, guys, we're going to go because I got to do some shots or buy some people some shots, I think.
Shots.
So we do have our bet on the Browns game. Hopefully we'll have this a little bit
Bets,
more.
We'll talk some more fantasy, some more betting
next week. Thanks
in the
for
future.
dealing with us in this very put together random day. But happy Football Sunday. Good luck to all your fantasy teams. Good luck to everyone else's team. Go Browns.
We ran through that pretty fast.
I don't know how to stop it. 34